What is up, guys? So this is the concluding episode of the Taxman documentary. Next up, I was thinking of doing the Paul Sykes one. I think that'll be a good giggle. But I want to do a serious one as well. A real serious prison documentary. And I was thinking Troy Kell, Gladiator Days, because that is an absolutely brutal prison documentary. And I think I'd do a good job narrating it because I've spent many moons in a jail cell. But anyway, on to Brian Cockerill. Just a quick roundup. He has run for mayor. He's been smuggling cigarettes and a big ginger pussy pissed all over him. And now he finds himself face to face with a gunman. And he just run at him. You know, the guy shot him. He headbutted the bully. No. Go on, Brian. Let's see what happened.
One night, I come out of here about 5 o'clock in the morning with a friend, Ranjit. Pakistani lad.
Ranjit, you all know Ranjit.
And there's a kid here waiting for him with a shotgun. And he jumped out from one of these cars. I'm going to fucking shoot you, packy bastard, he shouted.
Not allowed to say that, Brian.
The shotgun, ready to shoot him. I'm joking. I said, hey, put the fucking gun down. So he stood and it was close as you and I now. I said, put the fucking gun down. Put the fucking gun down, I said. And he went, I'll fucking shoot you, Brian. I said, come on then, shoot me. I said, at the end of the day, you shoot me, I'm dead, I don't worry about it. But see all these fucking witnesses on here, so you go to jail for the rest of your life, you're a fucking dickhead now. So he run with a gun and fucked off. What I'm trying to say is, you can't outrun a gun, can't run a bullet.
I don't know, I reckon you could, Brian.
I'm saying that you charge a gun and run from a knife.
Solid advice there. Charge a gun and run from a knife. Or you could just like avoid all that and get a job. But this is a part where Brian, I think he got invited to a house and it was a setup and he got jumped and battered by Paddy Conroy and his mates, which funnily enough now, Brian's best mates with him. So that's a bit weird, isn't it? But anyway, let's see what happened.
In 1992, the taxman's luck was to run out. His violent methods had upset too many people. Local villains lured him to a house. It was a trap. Today, the house is no longer owned by gangland figures, but the memories remain strong.
The lads ran out and hit me on the head with a hammer. The other one's put a gun to my head. He split my head open here, and holes all over my head. Obviously, you can't see them because of the... I had something like 160 stitches or something ridiculous in my whole body. And they tried to get me on the floor, and they couldn't get me down. I was fighting with them. In the end, I fell to the floor. I fell in some slipping water and that. And the next minute, they run in, and the heavyweight boxer had...
So he's a heavyweight boxer, isn't he? A top fighting man. So what's happened is Brian got hit with a hammer. They tried getting him down. They couldn't get him down, but then he got down. They hit him. The heavyweight boxer hit him with a bread bin and broke his jaw, I bet.
A pot bread bin, and he was smashing me in the face with a bread bin shot and break his jaw. Obviously, I broke his jaw, but he couldn't break my jaw. And it wasn't like...
So they tried breaking your jaw, but obviously you broke their jaw, and they couldn't break your jaw. That's a lot of jaws.
Films are all black and white films, you see. You get hit on the head with a gun, and you get knocked out in a second. And I wasn't in that film anyway.
See, it's the little one-liners like that. They just kill me every time. Apparently, this documentary got nominated for awards, and Brian's tongue got nominated as the best supporting actor.
It's a totally different thing. And in the end, I ran out of the house, and the man next door took me to hospital.
And when I looked out, I seen Brian just hanging over the wall. I thought, oh, bloody hell. Oh, the blood was all over the place.
Underworld figures are believed to be behind the savage beating of powerlifter Brian Cockerill. Cockerill was left for dead by a gang who beat him with hammers and baseball bats.
I thought he got beat with a gun, didn't he?
In South Cleveland Hospital are due to operate on Mr. Cockerill's injuries.
Can you see some of your wounds?
I was slashed.
There's a rumour that Brian actually died that night, but when the Grim Reaper came for him, he just broke his jaw in 5 places.
With a machete on your leg, yeah.
And there's a rumour also that if you look in a mirror and you say Brian Cockerill 5 times, a Lonsdale tracksuit will appear.
There's hammers in the legs, and you can see the hammer holes in my legs.
I've had worse in playground. Come on, Brian.
and I've been hit with bars.
My legs are worse than that.
The legs, I've got my shoulder.
Aye. He's going to get his knob out.
Drafts on my thighs where I've been. See where the skin's been taken up there.
Come on, right. Fucking hell, I was expecting a bigger bulge than that. It's pretty disappointing for a man with hideous strength who's absolutely massive. Let me down there, Bri.
It's nice to see the guy now, but I didn't think that's...
Very underwhelming. Nice belly, though.
Again. I thought he lost too much blood.
It just looks like he's been pumped up with a bike pump, doesn't it? I bet if you that's what he should have done. Instead of hitting him with bats, just stick a knife in him and it'd fucking explode.
But yeah, I just thought he was a gunner. It'd have been somebody who's just normal. He wouldn't have lived. He wouldn't do it.
All it did is enhance my reputation, because people said, how can you beat him if 12 lads can't beat him in a house with knives, guns and baseball?
12 heavyweight boxers, don't forget. I seen one when he was saying that. He said that he got arrested, and because his hand, he said this, right? He said that he got arrested, and because his hands are, the police class his hands as deadly weapons, they sent the SAS in full body armour and balaclavas to arrest him. It's a legend in his own mind.
Put him out of the game. They said, I've been pushing up daisies now, you'll never see him again. He'll be in Blackpool, a boarding house or something like that. He'll be gone to Spain. I didn't. I was straight back out. And the lad said, he's fucking crazy, this fucker. Only one way to stop him is to kill him. Well, I'll agree with you on that one. You are definitely crazy. But like I said before, he's not in a good place now. He's living with Emma Cockerill, and he's getting a lot of hassle from people firebombing his house. And it's really not worth it, is it? Stay in school, kiddies. Mate said, yeah, you kill him and he'll probably still come back at you. He's good for a laugh, but he's really a tragic story, isn't it?
But in time, the taxman was well enough to go back to his old ways.
Oh, I bet he broke some jaws. I think I saw somewhere he said that Paddy Conroy got arrested for beating him up, and then Paddy Conroy got put on remand and Brian Cockerill got him out of prison. I don't know if that's true, but if Brian says so, it must be.
I did a massive armed robbery.
A massive armed robbery?
Yeah, I looked out. There was police on the floor.
Oh,
so I had to lie down.
This is the SAS story, innit? Let's get a rewind. I want to hear this in full.
There was an allegation of I did a massive armed robbery. It was all silent out here. I looked out. There was police on the floor. So I had to lie down on the floor in assume the position, as they say, hands behind my back, handcuffed. Was taken up. I was arrested, taken to the police station. I said that I'd...
He's out of breath just from laying down. Look at those sunglasses. There's some right wraparounds, them.
Grabbed a black Nigerian kid, put a handgun to his head, and robbed him of £50,000 worth of heroin. A lad supposed to pick me out on an ID parade. He come round, he said, no, that's not him. And they said, well, I thought you said he was like 23 stone, 6'3".
He's got to get that one in, hasn't he? I was massive at the time. They couldn't pick me out because I had hideous strength and speed and power that defied the laws of physics.
And his name was Brian, and he said, no, that's not him, so... Anyway...
It's another 26 stone, steroid-fueled Brian.
They got me for it, but I'm the only person ever to be arrested for taking drugs off a drug deal.
I don't know if that's true. I have to do a bit of research. Brian Cockerill is the only man ever to be arrested for taking drugs off of a drug dealer.
And he was given immunity.
Let me know in the comments if that's a true story.
But it's no wonder the kind of witnesses pretend that they haven't been there or disappear or kind of don't give evidence or whatever.
Would you be a witness?
Against you?
Definitely not. Absolutely not. If Brian was after me, I think I'd just emigrate. I'd just move to do a Ronnie Biggs impression and move to fucking Spain or something.
In fact, yeah, I can understand most people would not. Of course not. Yeah. And so, have you ever had a witness give evidence against you? Ever?
I went to the police station instead of me.
He's only ever done 3 months in jail. It's fucking all this stuff what he's done. I've done more time in jail than him for nicking a box of Dairy Milk chocolates.
So the witness's testimony changes miraculously.
Yes. He's hardly like a genius. Well, there was actually a podcast where he said that he's got genius level IQ. Higher than Einstein's.
or they go off
That's definitely not true.
holidays and.
On the go away for a week, so it seems miraculous things happen, don't they?
But you can't. I mean,
It seems to happen all the time in your life, Brian.
the police must be incensed because, if they try and prosecute you fairly, then they never get a success. I mean, with the crimes that you've done, you've only had one driving conviction.
See, even Donald McIntyre's onto him. What's all that about?
Because I've never been found guilty or anything. Like I say, there's been the evidence the police have had have never been enough to convict me.
Hey, go on, Bri. That's a little Bri dance there. I believe this is the legendary food list, what Brian has whilst he's on holiday. 10 sausage rolls, 9 fucking hamburgers. It's brilliant. I don't know where that is.
Our driver today is Tito. And we'll say, hola to Tito.
For the last 6 years, the taxman
Oh, he's that big. He had to get 2 chairs because he's massive.
worked without a break. He's
He had to get 1 chair for his tongue.
prevented from travelling abroad because his dogs are so vicious that no one outside
These dogs are so vicious that nobody would watch you. Oh, let's get another rewind on that one. That's brilliant.
For the last 6 years, the taxman has worked without a break.
Has he
He's
though?
prevented
Has he ever had a job?
travelling abroad because his dogs are so vicious that no one outside the family would look after them.
I heard once that Brian threw a grenade and it killed 10 people. And then it exploded.
But with teenage son Jordan staying at home, Brian and Amanda
Look
take
at
a rare
that.
chance to visit the
What a swollen belly. Say it again, he just looks like he's been pumped up with a bike pump, doesn't he?
islands.
Look, gotta get that
And
flexing,
sunshine
hasn't
with all the comforts of home.
he? Does anyone know where this is? I don't know holidays.
The cherry off me. So that must be the taxman. Fantastic. But he got the Canary
He's
Islands,
going to pull his
sunshine
book
every day.
out, his dinner book.
People get the tan.
See, old Brian, he's given up the dinner. He's given up the boxing bell for the dinner bell.
Right? It's nice.
Aye, aye.
It's fast, isn't it? Sounds like me at feeding time. Well, that.
There you go. Great Carly. 8 carpets under each arm.
Strongman, Britain, strongman, yes.
Britain's strongman. I think there's a story actually out there what he said where he could have been Britain's strongest man. I can't remember the story, but he messed it up because he was on the drugs.
When I went to Greece, it was the same because they love Hercules, Achilles, and all these type of things. So they can relate to strength and they stare at you and they'll give you.
He's a big chap, like, isn't he? But he's not really very well defined. It's just a swollen lump.
Yeah, because they admire the hard work you've done. I'm saying you could buy like a tobacco shop here, tobacconist,
They're here to relax, but they've also got an eye on business.
something like that.
There's no rest for Brian. The world depends on him.
Nothing, couldn't you?
Apparently he once went off with the Avengers, broke Thanos' jaw, took the Infinity Gauntlet off him, but Thanos got it back and he had to click his fingers twice because Brian was that big.
Which is that 20? That's £12, isn't it? For and how much are they in England? So how much is £4.75? That's £47, isn't it? So it's like half the price, less than half price. And that's
There's his Pamela Anderson tattoo there, look, barbed wire.
if you bought it from the warehouse, you'd get them even cheap, wouldn't you? How much is this back home? 20 quid? 18 quid? That's what a year? £6.25. Don't you? You're ignoring me.
You don't ignore the tax man.
How much is that?
Bet you got a shot to ribs for that later on.
I'm going to come here, retire in the next few years. Because
See,
it's
you
nice-
can always
nice
tell
culture.
when somebody's on steroids. First of all, they've got pub cheeks, but then they've always got these big bumps on the back of the shoulders there, because I don't know the science behind it, but there's a reason why they've got those big steroid bumps.
Spanish people are more laid back than back home. People are nice here. And plus, there's more opportunities out here. Once maybe started water
More
sports.
opportunities. There's no doors to kick off down here and take all the drugs and money. There's only about fucking 10 houses.
Jet skis on the beach or deck chairs, something like that.
Jet skis on the beach. Probably better off putting them in water.
Be getting into buying clothes and selling clothes in a market store.
The island holds magical appeal for the taxman. Locals are astonished by his size. There are clear business opportunities, and then there are the animals.
Oh. Hello, fat man. Jesus, he's a beauty.
He's built like you.
See, they've got a bike over 800 pounds. That strength is unbelievable. I'm still heavier than that croc. I'll become...
Did he just compare? I'm heavier than that croc. comparing himself to a crocodile. I'm bigger than you.
In the world at one time, but the strength, obviously.
Whoa, what did he say then?
He's very dangerous.
Did he say he's the strongest man in the world? Oh, where's the fucking thing that wants it? Get a rewind.
Strength, obviously, with the fighting ability, he's very dangerous because...
Get a rewind on that.
Oh.
Sure, he just said he's the strongest man in the world.
Man. Jesus, he's a beauty. You see, they've got a bike over 800 pounds. That strength is unbelievable. I'm still heavy.
Yeah, Brian had just bite his head off.
Croc. I'll become arguably the strongest person in the world at one time. But the strength.
Arguably the strongest person. He thinks he's the strongest person in the world. Just think of all the people in the world. Reality, right? Reality check. You could not win a fight, probably, with Nate Diaz. He would twist you up, choke you out, break your arm. Mate, top, strongest man in the world. He wouldn't even win a fight with an area level heavyweight, because he'd come out, he'd throw 10 punches, and he'd be exhausted.
You see, with the fighting ability, he's very dangerous because you're probably 6 times stronger than the average person on the street.
I mean, yeah, the average man on the street, like me, Brian would just pull me head off easily. But, you know, if you get somebody who's trained in fighting, or especially jiu-jitsu, because you just fuck all you can do with them, he'd get ruined. But because he's been going around breaking crackhead jaws, he's now thinks he's one of the hardest men in the world.
Number 8.
Number 30. The anacondas, 30 foot long, 28 inches thick, or 28 foot long, 30 inches thick, and they've killed people as well. You know?
Yeah, I think Brian would take him. Oh, it's gone quiet again.
Absolutely enormous. 4,400 pounds. That's just phenomenal. They're 6 times.
Phenomenal strength. He's sitting good in there. He must have smuggled some crack to wherever he's gone.
Absolutely enormous. 4,400 pounds.
His jaw.
That's just phenomenal. They're 6 times stronger than a human, them. The chimp.
Got that underbite.
But the gorillas are about 8. The size of him. He's the boss. When he...
Oh, here we go, guys. The book's coming out. Brian's legendary dinner book. This is what he eats in one day.
What I've been eating on holiday. I'll just give you the fit.
This is one day of eating for the taxman.
Instead of going right through the full week. For breakfast, I'll have had 4 coffees, 1 banana, 1 apple, 1 pear, an orange, sugar puffs with milk,
10 crack
3
pipes.
yogurts, 4 toast, 3 scrambled eggs, 1 sausage, beans, tropical juice, 4 bacon. That'll be breakfast.
Jesus Christ. That'd last me the week.
2 chops with veg, pasta, potatoes, rice, and a fruit cocktail.
And the legendary tongue made its first appearance, guys. Let's have a rewind.
Potatoes.
Shout out to Brian's tongue. Hey, shout out to Brian's tongue.
Fruit cocktail, 3 ice creams, jelly, chocolate, cake.
How's he not had an heart attack?
2 yogurts, ham salad sandwich, 2 of them, and 4 cups of coffee.
You know, that's 8 cups
Dinner
of coffee.
time. 1 chicken curry fried rice.
Fucking hell.
A second beef curry noodles and rice. 3 bowls of ice cream. 1 cake.
If I ate that, right, I wouldn't be able to move for a week.
Sponge cake. A coffee with milk. 2 Sprite and half a pint of water.
So that's what's that, like 10 coffees?
Late supper.
I wonder
bottles
his
of water.
fucking jaws swinging like that.
2 ice cream.
You say late supper, still
banana,
going.
3 coffees.
More
Further
coffee.
bottle of water. 3 hot dogs. 2 buns. 2 hamburgers. 3 buns.
This is all one
4
day.
yogurts.
Well, there's another one there looking
glass-
background.
Glass of orange. 2 cokes. Another bottle of water.
Fucking hell, mate.
3 a.m. in the morning.
How are you?
Ham,
I
cheese,
bet your
salt.
fucking liver is swimming in fat.
Half a pint of milk. That's it.
Even Dr. Rackpool's like, fucking come on, Bryce, sort it out.
Roughly. Back home and drink 10 pints of milk as well a day.
10 pints of milk as well.
The milk is horrible.
Jesus Christ.
He's as a gangster and self-declared
no, it's gone a bit
taxman
longer, hasn't it?
unnumbered. As he gets older, he will no longer be able to extort fortunes
Oh, this is
from
the end.
criminals.
This is the end of the
But can he
taxman.
put his violent
He's
lifestyle
the top
behind him?
fighting man, him.
Hello.
48
That's the
stone.
paddock, not me. Hello, son. What do they call him? I used to have a paddock, called him Herman because he was like a little monster, no Herman Monster. And I gave him away to a friend. I gave him a friend because he was. And 2 days later, he started speaking. I thought, if he tells the police everything I know, I'll get about fucking 30 years. I've seen him in here with guns and all sorts. I know where the bodies are buried. Patio.
So you just admit to
Saying
burying
where the
bodies.
bodies are buried has been a real problem for the taxman. Like many enigmatic underworld figures, he has written a
So what do you reckon? Do you reckon he's buried bodies? Because I wouldn't put it past him, but, you know, he just lies about everything. So, I don't know, man.
an old book detailing his
I
life story.
don't think he's buried anybody.
But that in itself
Because you know
is
he's
a legal
like, he would have had to
minefield,
boast about it, wouldn't he?
as the most shocking stories can never be told. A true life confession would send the taxman straight to jail.
You couldn't tell them where the bodies are buried, could you? And you couldn't
He's on
really
about
tell them
bodies again.
how many people you've shot. You can say,
If that were true, then we'd have seen tinfoil 6 foot deep, wouldn't we?
when someone shot, you can't tell them things that
Brian's
you've done.
mortal
You haven't been
enemy.
arrested for. You can only tell them the things that you've been arrested for and alleged.
But anyway, this is the end now. I've got to.
Say, well, I robbed this place, I robbed
Gotta
that
take
place,
the
and
dog
I've done
out.
this, I've done that, because you obviously
If I leave it too
incriminate
late.
yourself. But the things that I've done in the book were all alleged offences.
If I leave it too late, there's loads of people walking the dogs at the same time. I think this is the end
It's the
anyway.
ice tip of the of what I've done in my lifetime.
The ice tip of the bullshido stories.
Brian Cockerill, the taxman, is an enigma. Persuasive yet terrifying, blunt and sharp, brutal to some and compassionate to others. He's one of a kind.
I will
He has
say
yet
that
to
again.
come to terms with the fact that the
He's a black belt in bullshido.
taxing days may be coming to an end.
Now he's the
When you get
taxer.
older, you realise how
He's
much
become the
pristine life
tax.
is. Your
Tinfoil's taxed his life.
freedom and your fitness.
His mental health.
When you're younger, you don't care, you're just mad. You know, but now, someone said, oh, there's a dealer's got such and such on there. I check him up first now. Have a look at it, see, plan it all. Well, yeah, so I just go and kick the door and run in.
Because as you get older, right, you can maintain your fitness and respect
Yeah.
and all that, and you keep your strength. What happens when you're 75?
Well, I am old now, I'm 42
Apparently,
years old, I'm still
your
young,
house
but,
gets firebombed. Your girlfriend starts fucking baiting everyone. People come around with muskets, start firing shots and throwing petrol bombs at your house. And Brian's laid in bed because he can't move. Because his back's gone. And years of lifting heavy weights, he's had to have his back fused and now he can't walk.
Come to that one, come to that
So
bridge.
a tragic end to the Taxman documentary.
Bridge and come, but,
To the taxman.
I think the taxing thing's finished because there's that many dealers now.
Some say it's karma.
There's a lot of people who've kind of hit a lot of money, been through a lot of money, millions of pounds like you've been.
Millions of pounds.
They come
Really?
from kind of council backgrounds. A lot of them don't know where to
Squandered.
I don't believe that.
money.
Yeah, squandered
Now,
it.
have you squandered it all?
Yeah, I've squandered my money. I've lived life to the full. I've
Smoked crack every day.
a million mile an hour.
But you're running the risk of some young gun coming up
No,
with
he's
only
crack.
a revolver
Wow.
and taking you out. And no
Pob's off his head here.
matter how big your biceps are,
yeah.
you know, the bullet, if it gets you in the right spot, you're dead.
Yeah, but it's that
He'll just pull his tongue out and that'll stop the bullet.
no.
Like Batfink. But anyway, that's the concluding episode. A bit longer today. In 25 minutes. If you like this video, press the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will be back with the Paul Sykes documentary. Bonjour.